Hey Life Editors! Happy Friday! Thanks for joining me here on Facebook Live. Let's hope that everything goes well this time. As you know, I'm kind of new to Facebook Live, and last time we did this, we had like this weird sun coming across my face as I was doing this, and it was a little funny, but we made it work. So thanks for being here live with me today. So I've got a big announcement that I want to tell you about, plus I'm going to answer my most common question that I get from clients and followers, and it's probably a question that you have too, so I thought I would just hop on Facebook Live and answer it for you. Okay, so my big announcement, as some of you have already been noticing, is that that Startup in 60 is back. Excuse me, I couldn't even say that. So I'm really excited about this. So Startup in 60 is a time management course for entrepreneurs, and it's been gone for an entire year. And I get questions every so often like, hey, is that coming back? Like, are you gonna do Startup in 60 again? Yes I am, and it's here. It's back now. So actually the live session starts on March 20th, and I'll go into that in just a minute. But anyway, so that's my big announcement, is Startup in 60 is here. But let me back up a little bit and tell you why Startup in 60 is here, because it goes back to the question that I get asked the most. I get a lot of questions. I'm pretty open about responding to emails. I get questions on my Facebook page, on Instagram, kind of all over the place. And a lot of the questions have the same theme. They're all talking about time management and prioritizing. So the question I get asked the most is, how do I start a business when I don't have the time? Yeah. How do you start a business when I know you've got other things going on in your life, like you're in school, or you have a day job, or you have a spouse or kids or elderly parents, or you're on all these committees and groups. Lots of things in our lives take up our time. So by the end of the day, all we want to do is just collapse on the couch. And I mean, I know a lot of you do that. That happens to me too. But there are people out there who seem to have it all together. They do start their businesses, even though they have hundreds of other things going on. So how do they do that? Well, I'm going to tell you. So when I tell people that I hear you, that you say you don't have enough time to start a business, actually you do have enough time to start a business. And I get a lot of pushback about that. Here's the thing, you can't find more time. Time is a limited resource. There's only so much time available to us. There's only 24 hours in a day. You can't find more minutes woo, where are they? There they are. There's my minutes. No, you can't do that. So you have to use the limited time that you have. You've got to make the time. If something is really important to you and you really, really want it, you will make the time. You will find the time for it. Whether that's getting up earlier or whether that's saying no to something else so that you will have time for what's really important. Here's another thing. You don't need lots of time to start a business. And I know that can be a little confusing because people have this idea that you need hours and hours of time every day to work on your business. And that's really not true. That's what people are using as their excuse for not starting their businesses. Let me share some of the excuses that I get from clients and readers about why they're not starting their businesses. And it all has to do with time. I actually wrote these down so I could get them right. Okay, I wish I could start a business, but I have no time. I have a day job, and I'm too exhausted by the end of the day to work on my business. I'm too busy taking care of my kids, spouse, or elderly parents. It would be selfish of me to start a business. Yeah, do you guys recognize that? I can't do it perfectly, so why bother at all? I have a business, but I'm too disorganized to get it to a place where it actually runs smoothly. Or I don't know where to start. Yeah, so all of these excuses are related to time, and people are using these excuses to not start a business, even though that's something that they really, really want. They're blaming time on why they can't start their business. So the reason I'm here today is to answer the question, well, how do I start a business but I don't have the time to do so. And because I get asked this so much, I created an entire group program to answer this question. Not only answer it, but to give you the tools and action steps so that you can start your business while getting a lot of support from me and other life editors who are starting their businesses. They're just like you. So I created Startup in 60 a few years ago, and this was my first business course, and I was a little nervous about doing it because I'm a life coach, I'm a life editor, and it was like, I don't know, can I really do a business course? Well, I was getting all these questions about business, so I thought, well, let me give it a shot, because obviously I'm doing something right if my business is thriving and people want to know what I'm doing. And it really comes down to time management. So Startup in 60 will take you from idea to fully functioning business in just 60 days. That's why it's Startup in 60. But not only that, you're going to have this fully functioning business whether you have 60 minutes or 60 seconds per day to work on your business. Yes, really. I know that sounds a little out there, like, really, Sage? I can work on my business for 60 seconds a day? Yes, you can. So every day of the program for 60 days, you are given a task, either a 60-minute version of that task or a 60-second version of that task. And you are in control. You get to choose based on how much time you have or what happened that day or what other things you got going on. You get to choose which task you're doing. So even if every single day you need to choose the 60-second task, you are still inching your way forward. You're making progress on your business 60 seconds at a time. And if you do that over the course of 60 days, I mean, gosh, that's more than what you've been doing, right? Just think of where your business could be. A lot of these tasks that we think about starting a business, like creating your website or designing your products and services or sending warm letters or building that subscriber list, we think it's going to take days and weeks and months. And that's really not true. Maybe that's the biggest lie about starting a business, is that it's going to take tons and tons and tons of time. It's not true. There's this misperception of more. Like, you need more time, you need more money, you need more resources before you can actually do the thing that you want to do. It's not true. It's just not true. And that's what Startup in 60 is all about. It's to prove to you that you can create a startup business from scratch. Like, I'm so serious. We're going from idea, like, just imagine it in your head, to fully functioning business in just 60 days. I've done this with hundreds of women over the past 2 years. Believe me, if you follow the steps in Startup in 60, even if you're only working on your business in 60 seconds at a time, you will have a fully functioning business. I know what you're thinking. Okay, what does fully functioning business mean? If your business isn't earning money, it's not a business. It's just an expensive hobby. I know that's like really tough love in your face, but it's true. If you're not earning money, it's not a business. At the end of the 60 days, Startup in 60, if you apply the principles and do the work in the program, you will have a business that is earning money. And that's the whole point of this. That's why we're doing this, because we want to have businesses that are successful. And you want to be earning money. There's nothing wrong with earning money. By you being successful, you can help more people. Your business can reach more of the people that need whatever it is you're providing. So that's what I mean by fully functioning business. You should be earning money at the end of the 60 days. If you follow all the steps and do everything that's in the program. That's the key. So it's a little different. It's not like a typical business course. This is a time management course for entrepreneurs, because that's the whole thing. If you can't get a hold of your money or your time, you're not going to get a hold of your money. It's all about using your minutes wisely, using your limited time wisely, and making those 60 seconds work for you, not against you. So I hope you'll check out Startup in 60, because it goes into so much more depth than what I can do here during this live broadcast about how you can start a business with limited time and lots of other distractions. All right, so I wanted to make sure you knew what's new in the program this year and all of the goodies that are included in Startup in 60. So first of all, it's a 100% online course. I do host live events here in Orlando during the year. I would love for you to come out, but this is not one of them. So you can stay home and do Startup in 60 in your pajamas while you're on the couch. You can do it during your lunch break, like thinking about your own business while you're at your corporate job. But yeah, it's 100% online, so all you need is an internet connection to get all of the materials. You're gonna get 12 detailed video lessons, and each of these lessons take these big ideas and break them down into actionable steps. So we take the big idea of creating your website and we break it down so it's completely doable. I want this to be manageable for you because if it's overwhelming, you're not gonna do it, even at 60 seconds at a time. You're also going to get 29 beautifully designed worksheets. I went a little overboard with Startup in 60 because I know how much you guys love worksheets. And like this program just really lent itself to worksheets as you are growing your business from the ground up. So there's beautiful worksheets specifically for Startup in 60. You can't get them in the editor's toolkit. You can't get them in any of my other ebooks. So all of these worksheets help you through each of the modules. You're going to have different action steps to do, different things to think about, and I think you're going to really enjoy them. There are 9 weekly interactive group calls. This is like the best part of doing a live session. So you guys know that I have different group programs. I've got Life Editing for Beginners, I've got Startup in 60, and at least once a year, I do a live session of those programs where there's interactive group calls with me. That means you get to actually talk to me during the live program. It also means that all of the other life editors who are participating are going through the modules, watching the videos, doing the worksheets at the same time. So you're all on the same page. You're all at the same spot. So we can really support each other, get feedback, ask questions, get advice. It's really a wonderful collaborative environment, and I love doing these live sessions. So the next live session is coming up on March 20th, so don't miss it. We also get a private Facebook group, lots of interaction in there. It's also where I can put your weekly prompts, and it's really nice that you can just tag me in the Facebook group and I can answer your specific questions too, especially for those of you who might be international and you can't make it to all of the live call recordings. You get 9 weeks of content. So like I said, this is no joke. This is 60 days of work. That's why it's Startup in 60. So you get a lot of content. You get daily editing exercises. You're not going to be like sitting there for weeks wondering like, what am I supposed to be doing now? There's something to do every single day. I take your hand and I lead you through the process of starting your own business. You can also learn at your own pace. So maybe the interactive group calls aren't your thing. Or maybe you want to take a little bit longer on one of the modules. Maybe you want to do something for a couple weeks instead of like going through it at the pace of everyone else. That's 100% okay. Some of you might be type A or might be quick learners, so maybe you want to go through certain modules really fast. Or maybe you already have a website, though it doesn't have much on it, so then you can like skip to week 2. Does that make sense? You can totally go at your own pace, but during the live session, I'm there for you for weekly interactive group calls. So you do have this live element where you actually get to speak to me too. So I mentioned the daily editing exercises. You also get lifetime access. I'm really excited about this because this is new for Startup in 60 this year. You're gonna have lifetime access to the entire Startup in 60 program. Now it's located in the Life Editor Clubhouse, and every time that the program is updated, you're going to get all the new videos, all the new worksheets. You get everything as it's updated forever. This is lifetime access. You pay for it once and you get it forever. So if it's updated next year or if a new video or a new module is added, you get all of that without having to pay again. This is really good because that means you can go through the course as often as you want. Like maybe you make a certain amount of progress the first time and then go through it again, maybe a few months later, take it to that next level. You'll notice in all of the modules, I give you kind of like a level 1.0, version 1.0 that you can do, but I also give you examples that if you want to take it a little bit higher, if you want to do 2.0 or 3.0, and just stretch yourself a little bit. But with lifetime access, you can do that at your own pace whenever you want. You're also going to get my recommended reading list. So I read a lot. I know that's no surprise to you guys. Because I'm a former book editor, I read a lot of business books. I read a lot of books about online businesses and marketing and writing. So I'm going to give you my recommended reading list. You'll find them at the bottom of every module. So if you do want to take it to the next level, if you need a bit more explanation about a certain technique, you can check out the books that I recommend. In addition to that, I also recommend different apps, different time tracking software, and then other things that I use myself personally for my business, like stock photo websites, hosting providers, email providers. You're going to get my recommendations, things that I actually use in my business. And then, as I mentioned, the live session starts Monday, March 20th. So you've got like 2 weeks to sign up. Here's the thing, if you sign up today, no problem. You can start going through the videos today. You can join the Facebook group today. You can hang out with us there. You can start downloading the worksheets and getting a little bit of ahead. That's totally fine. As I mentioned, this is your program. You go at your own pace. But we do start all together in week 1 on March 20th. Not only that, I've got 2 special bonuses this time around for Startup in 60. So when you join Startup in 60 for this spring session, one of the bonuses that you're going to be getting is a ticket to Life Editor Weekend. So Life Editor Weekend is my live event here in Orlando in September. Now, I mentioned to you that I do live retreats. This is it. This is my live event where life editors from all over the world come together in Orlando. We're staying at Lakeside Inn, which is this beautiful historic mansion right on the water. And you're going to have 3 days of life editing exercises with me. There's great food. It's beautiful. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's this old, quaint little southern town with antique shops and little like mom and pop restaurants. It's really, really adorable. So you're going to get a VIP ticket to Life Editor Weekend, which is a $500 value, which is amazing. All you have to do is pay for your plane and hotel, but I cover the ticket for you. So if you join Startup in 60, you're coming to Life Editor Weekend, and I can't wait to see you live and in person in September. Not only that, your second bonus is you're going to get 12 hours of previous call recordings. So these call recordings were from previous versions of Startup in 60. So you're going to be able to hear from other life editors just like you, other entrepreneurs who are just starting their businesses, and I get to answer their questions for their unique situations. And sometimes hearing someone else's issues, hearing somebody else problem solve and brainstorm, it can really help your business, even if they're in a different field. I can't stress to you how important it is that I'm including these call recordings. So it's not just all of the modules, videos, and worksheets in Startup in 60. You're getting all this bonus real life examples from other entrepreneurs, from other online business owners. Like, it's 12 hours. It's really, really helpful. All right, so that's all I got. That is my answer to the question, how do I start a business when I don't have the time? You do have the time. And if you need help making the time, using your minutes wisely, and becoming that kick-ass entrepreneur that I know you can be, I know you can do this. I've seen hundreds of other life editors do this. You can absolutely do this. All you got to do is join Startup in 60, and you can join today. And the live session starts on March 20th. So go to sagegrayson.com/startupin60 to read all the details, to see all the things that are included. Plus, you'll get to watch one of the modules, one of the videos free right now, so you get a taste of what it's like inside the program. You also get 2 printable worksheets for free right now, so you get a preview of what the worksheets are like. So go to sagegrayson.com/startupin60 and I will include the link in the description for this video. Thank you so much for being here on Facebook Live. I think it went pretty well this time, yeah. Not a lot of problems, we're doing good. If you've got a question about time management for entrepreneurs or how you start your online business, check out Startup in 60 or just send me an email at sage@sagegrayson.com. I hope to see you in Startup in 60. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you soon.